Okay, I've been considering reshooting the following video, but with what's coming up to the East Coast right now, I felt it was very important to get this one done and out to you. So I apologize in advance for the top of my head being chopped off in the following video. I really wanted to show you how to properly light up a Coleman 515 catalytic heater. The process for the 511A I have found similar, the little 5000 BTU non-adjustable model, other than obviously you don't flip the lever to the start high position because there's no lever to flip. Everything else is pretty much the same. So if you have one of these older Coleman catalytic heaters, particularly the 511A, the 515, or similar devices, this process should work well for you. I strongly suggest that you lay your hands on the safety instructions for the device. Do not try to light it inside. Get it going outdoors, out from under cover, because it will shoot flames up pretty high and you don't want to catch anything else on fire. Also, when you run it inside, remember that it does consume oxygen, so make sure that you've got plenty of fresh air. I don't want to hear of anyone having any problems. These are intended to be used in tents and hunting blinds. They work well. My 5 to 9,000 BTU unit works very well for keeping me quite warm in my tent. So hopefully this will help keep you warm with this. They call it a bomb blizzard or something like that. That's what we're hearing down here in Texas. So all of y'all up on the East Coast, we're praying for you. Be well. Okay, so we're going to show you how to light up and run the Coleman 515 catalytic heater. This is a white gas heater produced. This particular model, I believe, was produced in either 1969 or 1970. If anyone can tell me how to decipher Coleman serial numbers, I'd greatly appreciate it. I bought this one used on eBay years and years and years ago. It's still in great shape. It doesn't see a whole lot of use here in Southeast Texas, but it does get some use. If you can see the red and green laser dots that are showing up on me periodically, it's Christmas time. That is a star shower motion, so please forgive that, but it's getting cool, and not super cold, but cool enough that I want a jacket on out here, and I figured I'd show you how to run this thing. For starters, we have to open the lid, and there's two catches, one right there on either side of the flip lever, your little control lever. We remove the snuffer, set it aside. Now, the instructions say to flip the lever up to the start and high position, turn it upside down, and wait for a dot of fuel to show in. I found that to be insufficient. So what I do, yes, I will flip it over, but as I do, I'm going to rotate the unit. Okay. The idea is to distribute that spot somewhat widely. There we go. And you can see the big spot that I put. Most of the instructions I see have a silver dollar size spot. That never works. So We're turned away from anything overhanging that can catch fire. Step back, and using a barbecue lighter, light off the fuel that's on the top. Let's double check, make sure that our start run lever is still in that, there we go, position. One thing I've noticed with this, these adjustables, is the start run lever sometimes drops, so you got to watch that. Now we're going to go 5 to 15 minutes depending, and once that fuel dies down, the catalytic process will should start up, and once it finishes catalyzing across the dome, you should be at full heat and can adjust up and down as you desire. Well, the flames just went out. You can see the orange glow. The camera actually is doing a much better job showing the orange glow than I can see by eyeballs. That orange glow needs to cover that whole dome, or at least most of it. And we'll come back in a few minutes and see what it's doing. Okay. Well, that just wasn't nice. I moved this into a little darker area to try to give you a better view. And it's just not playing nice. It just doesn't show up very well on the camera. I'm very sorry about that, but this is definitely putting out a tremendous amount of heat. I don't know if you can see that. The orange glow starts down here and is going all the way, well, about 2/3 of the way up the dome. And as it continues to heat, it'll keep doing that. Boy, this really doesn't, you cannot see what I'm seeing. And I'm not sure how to capture that. But this is definitely hot. Well, yeah, this is fully ready to use at this point. So, let's close. There we go. Okay, now that the lid's closed, we can adjust it. Medium, low, or any of the levels in between. They're not super solid, but there are definitely stops for each level. Okay. Now, to turn this off, takes about as long as it does to turn it on. Flip the lever all the way into the down position. Open the lid and attach the snuffer. Alright, so the snuffer is on it. Lever's all the way in the down position. It'll take about 15 to 30 minutes to cool down all the way. So before you open up that fuel tank and empty it out, yeah, snuff it all the way out. It's probably best to close the lid at this point, and we'll just let it naturally cool down. Okay folks, there it is, how to light, operate, and extinguish a Coleman 515 tent heater. Hope this was helpful, and well, I hope this dispels some of the fear I see from people who don't entirely understand how these work. Alright, well, this is Dave with Dave's Workshop and Wilder Sport Outdoors. And here we are telling you, just get out there, find your own road less traveled. I'll talk to you later.